Hey everyone, how you guys doing? This is me Redblade returning with another video, and as we all are aware that the Supreme Elhain fusion is now live and her calendar is also out, so I'm going to talk about my strategy, what I'm going to do about it, and also going to tell you how I prepare about the fusions usually, because many of my friends also got this misconception that you can't do fusion if you are like a free to play player. So fusion always requires some resource management. If you can't do resource management, then definitely you can't do any fusion. But as a free to play player, everyone can do fusion, and I'm going to talk about that how and how I usually be prepared for all of the fusions. So without wasting any time, let's get into it. So first of all, I'm gonna talk about these free gifts which we are getting. So we already got like the sacred shard with the 3 days daily login type stuff, and besides that we are also get like the 4 legendary book in a promo code, which was like the best promo code ever. So even after that, we are still getting some celebration gift of Raid's anniversary, Palladium's anniversary. So in that we are going to get like 2 5-star chicken, which is massive for every account level, a legendary tome, another one, the more the merrier, 50 white brew is okay, and 550 multi battle attempt, which is going to be awesome if you're like playing it on a mobile phone, and 5 energy refill. Energy refill is always awesome, always welcome, and 500,000 silver. Silver is okay, but rest of them is like massive. So great stuff, Palladium. Thanks for the free stuff. And let's get into the fusion calendar of Supreme Elhain. So the first thing I see is like it's totally 150 fragment we can collect from these events. So if we exclude the leaderboard one, because let's be fair, we never really win any tournament, so now we can only like skip 10 fragments. I was like, okay, it's like not the worst thing in the world, and it's a void Lego which they don't usually do much, so I was like, okay, I was expecting this. But then now on this champ like summoning events, these summoning events are like not the best one. It's kind of like they're like trying to blow up our resources, I would say. But like usually we were like having 10 fragment in the champ chase, but now we are getting like 15, and the first one is like 5, and the second milestone reward is going to be like 10, and it's like the most expensive champ chase ever we had, because usually we have like 2500, and now it's like 3200 for 10 fragments, so it's like a lot. Even though we are like getting 2x of every type of shard, I would suggest if you are going for this one, you can do like 2x ancient, so that's going to be like easy to collect. Ancient is always easy to collect, you can always buy them from some gems, and besides that you can do like Broadmoor fusion, the Rally Keeper fusion. If you are low on shards, you can always do that, and that's what I do as well. I always bank on my shards, especially the sacred and void one, and you guys are very well aware that I open all my secrets for the double Lego, but I was aware that I got some mystery shards like 2000. I can always use them, and I was like I'm getting the monthly sacred and void in like 6 more days, so I knew it that I will be having at least 1 sacred if the worst case scenario, but I already got like 2 secrets from the clan boss reward, so I am again prepared about it. And besides that, I also have like void shards, so even if I won't be having like any sacred, I could do the event with void shards, the summon rush. And the important thing is you always need to save your sacreds and your voids for summon rush because it's like more valuable to use them on that event instead of like champ chase, because champ chase give you points like with the rarity of the champion you are pulling, and because of that ancient can be like really good, because ancient have really low value on summon rush, only 20 point per shard, which is going to be like crazy. They should increase the value of ancient on summon rush, but it is what it is, and they're like going to be more resource hungry this time because it's a void legendary, let's be fair. And I am like prepared, but not everyone can be prepared for it, because no one was expecting the champ chase to having like 15 fragment instead of the usually 10. So that's a bummer. You can like only leave these 10 fragment right here in the champ chase. If you're like low on shard, I would definitely go for it, and I would just skip the ice golem further. I'll talk about it. And like right now I will leave the champ chase for Sunday so I can do the ancient 2x, and the dungeon diver, I will start dungeon diver tomorrow once spider is live. And classic arena is always easy. Champion training, I need to make like a different video about champ training, how I do it, if you guys are like not aware of how to get the most of it. And then dragon will begin at the end of the dungeon diver, so we can like complete the dungeon diver easily with spider and dragon. I will prefer doing more spider because like I'm running low on silver, but you don't have to like completely do the tournament always. If there's like two tournament which is going to be collide with the dungeon diver, so you can just pick the fragment from spider and dragon, and I think it would be enough. But I would like to do a lot more spider for getting some silver and some new accessories. I really need few accessories, especially for skinwalkers and stuff. And then traffic enhancement, I am always ready for it because I got like 80 million silver stacked up, and I always like my silver to be at like 100k, and so I can like build my or improve my DT rotation teams always, like I do that all the times. And usually this is the best time for gear cleanse if you are willing to do gear cleanse. So next step is going to be another artifact enhancement. I won't mind it at all, I will just do it. So by now all these champ chase till dragon, all this tournament will going to get us like 50 fragments. After that another artifact enhancement, I'm ready to do it, no problem whatsoever. Then the summon rush, I got like 70 voids. I'm expecting it to like be at 4000 points probably, or maybe more, just like they do last few times they did it, like you need to pull 4.5k I believe, and it was like a lot of sacreds to blow up. But I got some voids as well to cover up myself, and also some green shard can always do some work. I know you are going to be like putting a lot of silvers because of that, because you need to feed all the champions you are getting, and no matter if you get rares or uncommon common, you are going to gain like the same value, 1 point per shard. So it's like, it feels like a little bit annoying, but it's at least something. And after this summon rush, I am thinking to avoid this ice golem. I'm going to skip this one because it's like not double dipping with the dungeon diver 2, and I don't like to do ice golem much either. Ice golem is like the dungeon I do the least. I do spider like the most, after that dragon, and then fire knight. But ice golem I always avoid because except reflex, I don't think any other gear will make a difference in my account. So classic arena takedown 2 is always easy to do. Fire Knight with like Dungeon Diver, I can do extra Fire Knight to complete this Dungeon Diver if I want to. And besides that, we are also going to get like the champ training event, so we can double dip it with the Dungeon Diver 2. So it's gonna be awesome and easy to complete this second Dungeon Diver, even though I believe they are going to do like that 3.7k for the fragment on the Dungeon Diver, or it can be even more, like more than 5k in the worst case scenario, 5.5k I believe. So that's gonna be like a really annoying thing to face, but I am all in for this champion because I got the resources, and I also am like stacking up some gems for extra energy. So how I prepare for this event, we are done talking about the schedule. So first thing I do is I always save my chickens for the champ training tournaments and events, and chicken is like a free stuff you can get from Doom Tower, you can get from CVC. And I always save my shards. I don't do like the YOLO things all the time. I keep my shards for events, especially for fusions or like events like guaranteed Lego or double legendary. So I'm doing like 1 key Ultra Nightmare clan boss. You need to do at least 4 key Nightmare every day in order to like be prepared for fusion, because from Nightmare you start getting the secrets, and I know it's not going to happen too often, but you can gain some voids and some secrets every month from Nightmare. So if you are like willing to do fusions, you need to be at least doing Nightmare clan boss. And if you are like more progressed on the clan boss and you are doing like 2 key Ultra Nightmare clan boss, I think you are stacked up with secrets and voids always. So my source of getting the shards is always clan boss and Doom Tower and the monthly secret, and you are always be prepared if you keep them. And I even sometimes got lucky with secrets, and so I do the events and tournaments just like I did double Lego this time, because I knew if I could match it up, I am still getting the monthly secret, and I also am saving the void shards in my account already, so I could do the summons easily with those. And the energy pot, whenever I got any energy pot, I always save them. I don't use them at all unless the fusion is live. And whenever the fusion is like announced that they are going to have fusion, we get like 1 week every time. So in that time I start banking on my energy, or sometime if like it's the traditional fusion, I start making more food for the champ training events, because the traditional fusions are like more resource intensive than the fragment summon. So I prepare food for them, and for enhancement I do spider like every day a little bit to have some extra silver or some good accessories which I need, and that's how I prepare for enhancements. And for rest of the event, like the dungeon event, you need to have like the energy pots and some gems if you are like running low on energy. So that's how I do the resource management for myself, and it always worked for me. And after fusions, like I do not normal minor grinding for scrolls and stuff. So for now that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you can let me know in comment if you want me to make video about the champ training and how I do those tournaments and events. So that's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Been a million places, and never see a million